I think that we should just say, like, uh, we're here to talk just because.
Mm. That was it. That was the intro. We did it. It recorded it, no?
Yeah.
Just because.
That also. For the
We
ASMR.
should start ASMR videos.
We would probably make a lot of money.
That's
Actually,
the goal.
I do participate in ASMR watching. Do you?
No. No, but once on my Instagram For You page, there was this person who did like hair ASMR.
Oh, personal
With-
attention. That's what it's called.
That has a name. It had like the tiny brushes and like feathers and stuff.
And you're like,
I
I'm
like
brushing
that.
your hair, right?
Yeah, and like some weird stuff as well.
And you're like, consider me interested.
Yeah, I would love to have that done.
So would I.
Not
Next
gonna
time.
happen though. I
Oh,
don't think we're gonna find anyone to do that.
we could do it to each other.
Oh, are you flirting with me?
All right.
What's on the program today?
The main event of the week
Bridgerton
had to have been
or dear Eloise and our stupid ass Benedict. I forgot her name actually.
Sophie.
Oh, Sophie Peck.
But in terms of Bridgerton, overall, what did you think of the new season? I don't even know what season it is. Season 4? Season 5?
Yeah, 4. First one was Daphne, second one was Anthony, third one was Colin, and now we have Benedict. I think they're repeating themselves. There's always going to be a love interest. They cannot be together. There's a complication, but they end up together, which is nice. It's just, yeah, it's okay.
What's the overall rating of out of 10?
For me?
Yeah, of this season.
A 6.5.
Okay, I feel like people are not bought in the beginning, right? Everyone was talking mad shit because they're like, oh, what is this Cinderella? Okay, I get that, but they did their thing.
And I love me a good Cinderella moment.
Yeah, Hilary Duff's Cinderella story.
Selena Gomez did the same.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, like another Cinderella story. You have Cinderella story and then you have another.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, it's good. I cannot find it anywhere, but
I think
it's
just
out there.
Generational gap thing.
Oh.
No. I think though that I probably should have seen that one. I just never did for some reason. But yeah, I think your rating is pretty spot on.
Yeah?
Yeah, around 6.5, 7.
Especially when you compare it to previous seasons.
I mean, the last season was definitely interesting. I mean, what's the most vivid memory of the last season? I know mine.
Oh, when they were
tits out.
Oh no.
Oh,
wait.
That was my most
no.
memorable.
For me, it was the one where they were getting it on in the carriage.
Oh.
Yeah, I loved it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My most memorable, I think, I don't know if it was the first time they were, intimate, but
So what a beautiful word.
but it was definitely like the first time she had full tits out, and I was like, wow, I was not
really?
expecting it to go there.
I
can account every tits out moment, so maybe that's like on me. Because the first time that I watched it, I wasn't expecting that to happen because I had no context. Bridgerton had already been out for several years, I think, and I was late to the game because I started watching Bridgerton, I think, last year.
All the seasons.
I watched all the seasons.
Oh.
It was a real treat.
Yeah.
I had 1, 2, 3, and the Queen.
Yeah, I have to
watch that one.
The Queen.
But okay, season 4, rating out of 10. Okay, I think we're in agreement. 6.5 out of 10.
It's my least favorite of the 4 seasons that we had. I think my favorite is the first one.
Yeah.
Because it was new. Absolutely. It was and sorry, but the guy, I forgot his name, Simon.
Yes.
Was it Simon? Hello.
Yeah. But then never again. Because he's not
coming back.
And I think that's why we haven't seen a lot of them. Because we see
We see all of the characters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheers.
We see all of the characters except for Daphne and Simon.
Yeah.
Maybe they're dead.
I think
Oh, cheers! Another round.
I think that I don't think she's coming back now, given that she didn't come back in season 4. I couldn't see a reason why she's gonna come back in any of the other seasons.
I think she won't.
Maybe they're just hoping that the fan base like accepts that, given the dynamic with whatever the actor's name is from Simon's character isn't coming back, there's no real reason to like bring her back into the loop.
I heard that the contract was just, especially for him, for her, I don't know. Because I do think we see her in the second season a little bit
Yeah.
with a child. But for him, the contract was only for the 1 season, and that was it. I think it's also paperwork. But you know, we have his Instagram ID. We can
Send him a message and ask for a personal favor.
slide in the DMs.
Okay, emotional reaction for the finishing of the show. Well, okay, with the exception of
What we discussed.
which was
The stupid Easter egg situation, Marvel style, after the, how you call that, where they say all the names. They put like all the names and they act like it's done.
yeah, what's it called?
People know. Put like the wedding.
Yeah. But before the wedding,
Before
then.
the wedding.
Both did the same thing. And we saw the internet and we were like, oh, there's
Cheers
something
to the
else.
internet.
Where the
Happens
hell?
out. Where did it end? Before the wedding. Happened.
I think they were in like the gazebo and they were
Oh,
like
yeah,
in that
yeah, yeah.
final scene.
Yeah. Where it started, they also ended. Cheesy, but
Okay.
Bridgerton, you know, Bridgerton can get away with that.
I thought, oh, okay, what's happening next then? And then obviously, then they summed that up in.
They hopped
Yeah.
a bit too fast, in my opinion. I was expecting more excitement.
Yeah.
In the season, within the season.
Yeah. Overall, like the season, I don't think was really fully about a love story. It felt more like about the story that she had to tell. And it was more so telling a story about societal norms and dynamics. And it didn't really feel like properly like another love story. But
yeah,
I actually liked the season. Once I pushed past the Cinderella thing, because that took me a couple of episodes, and then I was like, okay, I'm bought in. I think once she finally got into the Bridgerton house and was living there, I was like, wait.
Oh, I love the mom, Violet.
Oh yeah, she's
love her, an angel.
Yeah, she can.
But we also agreed on the fact that Benedict is not really one of our favorite Bridgertons.
He had so much potential.
Yes, I was ready to watch some queer action.
Okay. But did you pick up what I feel like they were putting down in this season?
Yeah, I got it. Gotcha. I can feel it. It's gonna happen. We will get what we were expecting in this season. We will get it with a different character, I think.
That surprised me. Well, okay. It did and it didn't. She just wasn't getting her pinnacle from a man.
That was the first time I heard the word pinnacle.
Yeah.
As a not native English speaker. And yeah, we watch it in English, of course, but with the Korean subtitles.
Oh.
For the husband.
What is pinnacle in Korean?
And I didn't read it. He was reacting. He was like, oh. So they translated.
He was like, excuse me?
A pinnacle. So I was like, what the hell are they talking about? So I had to ask him.
Poor guy.
What that means. And he's like, I know.
Oh, you know, when I.
No. And I was like, oh, okay. I got it. Yeah.
It's like the greatest gift that I give you. That's what he said. Okay. Well, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, I'm excited, and I hope they don't wait too long to give us a new season.
What I realized about her character is she seems to be the side character in all the story, right? She was the side character in season 3 because when
she got a wedding. Yeah, in season 3.
Penelope and Colin's season, she was also, what do you call it?
Oh
entering
yeah,
society, and she, you
she
know,
was on the market. Yeah,
yeah, she was on the market, found her man, okay, had her wedding, got
yeah,
married, and then she was also a side character in this season as well.
yeah.
So apparently she's just going to continue to be a side character again in
Until her season comes along.
allegedly
Our
Lisa's season.
dear Eloise, love her.
What what's going to happen there? I mean,
Because she's
clearly it's
not
got to be the
open.
most epic story of
Yeah,
all.
I'm really, really excited.
I'm
Because it's
excited
so
but sad
unpredictable. Oh,
because
why?
what it means is that she will exit as a forefronting character.
Mm. I hope they keep her like they do with Francesca.
Hmm.
I hope she will be around all the time and not leave like Daphne or Anthony.
Uh,
It would be sad.
I mean, I think they'll keep her around like they do with Colin and Penelope, but at the same time, she just won't be a part of the
Yeah,
main story anymore. Running out of Bridgerton, so
yeah,
we only have really like three left,
yeah.
if you're not
I
counting Francesca.
do hope they make a season for Mama Bear. That would be cool.
She did that thing this season. She said,
Mm.
I did that and I'm working on myself.
She gave everything, literally. Like,
Before we close out the Bridgerton
mm.
talk, rapid fire, favorite character
This season or
in general?
it's a difficult one because it
Hmm.
changes every season for me. But I do think Eloise, my girl,
I mean, she's obviously a great character, but to keep things interesting,
is.
both. The Queen.
Oh yes, yeah.
Lady Danbury is also amazing.
Oh yes.
But the Queen, once you watch her season, you'll understand.
I think that's my problem that I didn't see like
Yeah,
her story yet.
yeah. And oh my God, the scene, Lady Danbury and the Queen, being like, oh, we have so much fun, don't we?
I
And then they're
almost
like,
cried.
so did I.
This is what's gonna happen.
Stop. Saddest moment, actually. Okay. Queen and Lady Danbury,
Yeah,
or Violet and her man. What is his name? Mr. Danbury? No. Lady Danbury is because she married a man.
yeah.
What's his name then?
I think
Marcus.
yeah. We call him gentleman. When we
Look at
watch
that.
the
Look at
show, we
that
say, "Oh,
gentleman.
look at gentleman."
Hmm.
I didn't really care to be honest about their. Is it a breakup?
I think it's a breakup. Even though they said they were
Okay.
going to get married, that's kind of
Yeah.
insane.
Okay. Well, that didn't.
Land.
No. Mm. But Lady Danbury and the Queen,
Oh, yeah, that was tough.
I couldn't really.
Most dramatic scene.
Wait, dramatic or
Dram-
traumatic?
dramatic.
Dramatic. I it lacked drama for me this season, so
Mm.
um, I think it was a whole necklace situation.
Where she didn't know where her necklace was?
Yeah,
Ah,
when he found it and he realized that she was his Cinderella.
fucking dummy.
Fucking dumbass, really. Are you blind?
Yeah, we didn't
Maybe he was
even
drunk.
talk about that. But
Yeah,
yeah, we can all agree that Benedict was so
yeah,
stupid for the plot, obviously.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what it.
Had to be,
Yeah.
apparently.
So apparently,
Apparently, Benedict has never been on live television before, and that's great. All right. So, you had your hot take, which is
yeah.
any hot takes about Bridgerton before we move on?
Well, I think maybe it's not really a hot take because I think a lot of people can agree that this was not.
The hottest season.
Yeah,
You
which is
know,
fine.
I actually didn't mind the season. I feel like I enjoyed possibly last season less, but maybe it was there's so much
Mm.
time has passed. I mean, there was a lot of hype about like, oh my god, when is what the hell is Whistle Down gonna come out? Like, and then Eloise and that guy from the paper
Yeah,
place,
yeah, yeah.
like, yeah, he's gonna make a comeback.
I hope so because there was
Prediction.
something there. Yeah.
And she will be the one to break the cycle in society.
Didn't Benedict just do that? No,
but he
actually,
didn't because they
she.
pretended that she
Yeah,
is
they found a loophole. Yeah.
and just said, "Oh, that she's like the cousin,
Mm,
so she's considered a quote
yeah,
lady."
yeah, yeah. Maybe
Hmm,
that would be
interesting.
some Eloise type shit. Yeah. Right. Mm. What's your hot take on the season?
Hot take of the season. If I had to come up with something that Anthony and Kate didn't need to come back.
Oh no.
Like,
I wonder how much you got paid for like them doing the bare minimum.
listen, I love Jonathan Bailey. I like him a lot more for who he is outside than in the show,
Yeah, yeah.
of course, but it just seemed like unnecessary. And to be honest, like, I've never liked Kate's character that much. It's not that I dislike her fully. She fought so hard season 2 to resist against it all, and it was kind of like, oh, that seems forced. Yeah. That seems unnecessary. But unrelated to Bridgerton, my hot take is related to Singles Inferno, which we've prolonged recording this, so we're no longer covering Singles Inferno. But we have thoughts.
That's a whole other story.
We have thoughts. But what pisses me off about Koreans going on dating shows is that they're not really confirming who they're dating now. We got some of that in the reunion.
Because there was a reunion.
Right.
Normally they don't do that also. Like,
exactly.
yeah.
Even still, like I feel like they tried to play up Goon and Egon because they were trying to be like, okay, if we can't have like a proper couple that came out of the most popular female of the season, then like let's try to spin this in a way. I don't know. And then they still kind of post about anyway. It just pisses me off. Like not really a hot take. I'm sure everybody feels that way.
Especially as a foreigner, as a non-Korean. I think it's very different from what we're used to.
Yeah, so true.
In our reality TV shows. Closure. I need to know.
That's what I'm saying. And Sam comes out and like says on podcasts, I don't know if I sent it to you. He went on this US podcast.
With 2 girls, right?
Yeah, that are from Jersey like him.
We had a wrong like first impression, I think.
Yeah, I think at the beginning you were feeling kind of like this guy is stupid. Like why is he so bro?
Yeah.
Like kind of like fratty American
Yeah.
kind of guy. What was so interesting is in that interview he was like, "Oh, I actually identify as like more culturally Korean than American." And I'm not taking that from anybody. He can claim his own thing, but I thought that was really interesting because on the show, he didn't appear to be culturally more Korean than American by the way that he was acting.
Yeah.
However, he said in that interview additionally that a lot was cut from the show to make it seem as if he didn't talk to everybody, but he did talk to every single person at least once. So he didn't get a lot of airtime, which is a shame because he was funny.
Yeah. He could have spiced it up a bit.
Yeah.
Just in a funny way.
Yeah.
More excitement.
I liked the mix of his Korean and English. Like that was my favorite thing. Like,
it was cute, and
go
I
off
think
something I can understand.
Really a good guy, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He seems like it. But I think he drives a Ferrari in New York City, which is insane.
In New York? Well, I've never been there, but
like
it
why?
doesn't seem very necessary to.
Maybe they like rented it for the show.
Oh.
Who knows? Who knows?
Oh, that's also maybe a hot take. Yeah, we're getting into it.
Yeah.
Not about Singles Inferno,
which being car poor in Korea.
No. Car poor? No. That's fine.
Oh, is it?
Car poor?
Yeah.
Not having a car?
Not having money because you have a car.
Oh no, that's wrong. No.
We're getting in the weeds. What were you gonna say?
That it has to do something with that. People in Korea, especially for people who are not Korea, never been to Korea. I'm
living in a Korean context.
My friends back home, they have like the plates for the car, when they're like blue, it means this.
Yeah, yeah.
When electric car, rented, whatever.
I think the green one is like the company car.
Yeah, like the green ones.
Yeah.
The craziest cars
Yeah.
are company cars. I saw Ferraris. I saw the biggest like Jeeps, but like the expensive kinds. I don't even know how to call that, but the most crazy cars. I'm like, that's so unnecessary.
Have you seen the controversy around that?
No,
Oh, there's like a whole to do about
I
that.
get that.
Because everyone's like, why do you need some expensive ass car
And you
if
put
it's a
it in the
company car?
yeah.
Now, apparently, people get like tickets or fines or something if you're driving the company car on the weekend.
Oh,
So if you see one driving on the weekend, like
I'm
they're not
gonna
supposed.
call the police. I'm calling the cops. Come here. I see a green plate driving
Yeah.
on a Saturday afternoon. There's no
Write
way.
it down. Good
This
citizen.
plate.
Oh,
Picture
and the plate.
Maybe you should do that.
Oh
Get
shit.
yourself a visa.
Give myself a different visa, long term.
Maybe they should do that, Visa for people who keep the country safe. A lot of hot takes. We have a lot of hot takes.
Second one, I guess, would be related to the fact of just living in Korea. And if you have no context of living in Korea, is that romanticizing someone else's life other than your own is cringe.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, there's just so much you don't know. That's like a whole conversation
Mm-hmm.
in itself in terms of living in Korea. There are a lot of different things and conditions that I think create like this novelty life here. And not many of us who are not Korean have access to that. And many Koreans don't have access to that either.
No.
Because they're just living the life that they've always, you know, known and been expected to have. So, it's just like living in your own country. They probably don't find it all that interesting or novel.
Mm-hmm.
For us, I mean, for me, the novelty in Korea wore off within. I got here in August, and by the end of the year, I was like, get it now. Like by the end of the year, I kind of knew, and here I am, almost 3 years later, and I'm like,
that's the thing.
still
I
fucking
feel like
around.
this country, in some way, keeps you like here, and you want to stay. I don't know what it is. For me, it's obvious. Like for me, it's a person, like my husband. But I remember after, like you said, a few months, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
been there, done that.
Yeah.
Now, but for me, it was the people around me that kept me here, and which is difficult because you also have people back home that you wanna see. I felt like my story wasn't finished yet, and that's why I always stayed or came back or whatever. Maybe you can relate, even if it's just one person. It doesn't have to be a romantic situation, but I think for me it was that.
Reminds me of Shia LaBeouf's recent interview where he's like, I don't think my answers are there. I genuinely don't. But if I did, I'd go. It's kind of like that. I mean, I'm in a totally different situation, so I don't really know where my answers are. But when I first got here, I didn't need answers. I was here for a fixed amount of time. And yeah, I was here for a fixed amount of time, and that was that. And then I had answers that kept me staying. And now I've been looking for the next answer. And I watched this video recently of some person also living in Korea. And they were like, I feel like foreigners get stuck in this loop. And once you reach a ceiling, there's no like upward motion. And you're kind of just stuck treading water, hoping that you're going to advance on to the next thing.
Yeah.
And the reality is that like there's very much a fixed limit based off of certain conditions. If you have work authorization, you're fully fluent in Korean.
Yeah.
You're
Oof, the
unstoppable.
doors are wide open.
Yeah. I mean,
But you have to work very hard to get
yeah.
there. And
You're not always going to be given the respect and same courtesy as everybody else would.
you need the resources.
Yeah.
Resource. This is my third. That's
Huh?
resources for that. You need money to study Korean. You
Yeah.
can everyone that's saying like you can study by yourself, sure, but you have to practice. It's not that easy.
Yeah.
It's a totally different language again for the people who don't know any Korean or never been here. Totally different language than English, and for me Dutch or French or whatever. It's so much work. You cannot do it without paying a certain amount of money to get
Truly.
really, really fluent.
Yeah.
And it takes time. Time is money also. So you kind of hit the wall.
Definitely. And, again, whole conversation can be
Yeah,
had about,
we will get
we'll
back.
get there one
Yeah.
day. And the last thing is, if you're someone who's coming and visiting to Korea, please God, especially if you're 30 plus like me, don't get fat burning treatments on your face
Right.
because fat is youth. We don't
Tell
think
him.
that. we don't think we sorry we don't think that until the time comes and you've removed as much fat as possible on your face and you can never get it back because
Mm-hmm.
now you're old. Not to say 30's old, we're not going to
No, no,
perpetuate
no.
that. But I just think like y'all gotta cool it on the fat burning treatments and all the other things.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I feel like any treatment. Um, I have no experience with that because I'm just a scared little birdie. Um, but people get into it way too fast. I see all these influencers and whoever on socials being like, I'm flying to Korea only for 1 day because I have to visit
That's
this clinic.
insane.
First of all, you're a liar. I don't believe that. You didn't
One
fly
day.
across the world for 1 day. And don't promote it too much.
Yeah.
Don't do that. People, if you really want to, do some research, not by chat on Google.
Beauty standards go crazy here.
Yeah,
That's a whole other thing that's like makes it difficult to live here is you can't help but compare yourself to people that will never look like you.
yeah.
My body will never be the same
Uh huh.
as a Korean person. And, at my smallest at one point, I asked someone, "Oh, do you think I'm thin?" And they told me no.
Mhm.
My smallest that I had been as an adult, which was pretty small for
Mhm.
me,
Mhm.
I was still not considered thin.
It's never enough here. Even if you're thin, they will find something else maybe.
I mean, people get Botox in their calves
Huh?
to make
For
their
what?
to slim their calf muscles. Yeah.
No, no, it scares me, and I think everyone is sensitive to it.
Mm.
No matter how happy you are with yourself and the way you look, but you really have to fight against it. I feel like
Yeah.
you always want what you cannot have.
Sure.
The other way around also. Have a lot of Korean people telling me like I love your eyes or I love your face shape. You have a small face,
Mm.
blah blah blah, and I'm like, oh, but you're beautiful.
Yeah.
I love your face. I like then the grass is always greener, so
Definitely.
that's the point.
Fat burning treatments on the face, no,
Mm-hmm.
because you can suffer from permanent fat loss, especially if it's a
Mm.
repetitive
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
treatment that you
What
go
about the
back for.
arms?
I haven't.
Mm.
I know that the injections exist, but a lot of the injections often have steroids and things like that. So I've thought about it. I did go to a doctor once and pay for a consultation
Mm.
that was like a weight loss kind of clinic. And apparently they didn't do like steroid injections, but it's really expensive. Like the
Mm-hmm.
treatment that I was looking at was a million.
That's also the thing. 1,000,001.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
A million
Imagine.
euros.
I would have
$1 million.
no problems if I had €1 million.
The thing is that these influencers also spread information about it's so cheap here. Huh?
Mm.
Where are they going? If you go to a decent clinic, it's not that cheap. I don't know where these people go to.
It can
Like,
be cheap if you're paying in euros or dollars, but if you're earning in Korean won, like it's not that cheap.
no.
And it just depends on like what you're willing to invest in. I also saw this other video of this girl recently where she said that she spent 4,000 US dollars, which has got to be like, I don't know,
So wait, and
6 million Korean won or
yeah,
something.
and in euros like 3,000.
A lot. And
Mm-hmm.
she invested in treatments, and that's another thing is they will sell you and sell you and sell you on treatments. But unless you're here in Korea, the treatment again, you can't just get a treatment once unless it's Botox. Botox, you will always see an immediate effect.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're getting baby Botox and it's not enough because your muscle is too strong. A lot of people are coming here, getting lifting treatments, getting fat burning treatments, getting skin boosters, and then they're like, "I look the same," and I'm like, "Yeah, you look
Did
the
it
same
once?
because you only did it once."
You went back home or
Yeah.
wherever?
The reason why most Korean people look insane, glass skin, glass hair, glass everything, is
That's the
because
thing that people also don't realize.
they spend a lot of money
Yeah.
maintaining.
We all get the videos of like this skincare, this serum, this moisturizer or whatever.
They're all doing treatments, almost all of them.
Yeah.
Even the guys.
And you go,
Yeah.
enjoy,
Yeah.
have fun.
Yeah.
But it's very sad to see how many people are, me too, you know, I'm desperate to have beautiful skin and everything. And it's so easy to fall for it
Mm.
because you want it. And you're like, look at my skin. It's like a mirror. Yeah, I want that. It's not gonna happen. I have to go to the clinic to get that, which is fine. Like I said before, everyone does what they want. Your money, your time, your skin. People need to know that it's not just from a cream.
Period. Recommendation of the week.
Oh, I told you mine actually today.
Oh.
The early dinner and drinking situation. Because last night and many other nights, the last few weeks, I have early dinners, 5 or 6, with a little drink, and I'm in bed by 10, fresh in the morning, like a daisy, hopping, jumping. That's not true.
Imagine.
But yeah, fresh, and I feel like my body has time to digest better, smoother, because you know, with Bebel's late night work, sometimes we eat together.
Bebel.
This little man. Bebel says no. Did we curse?
But is it Bevel? Or we did?
Oh,
Is it Bevel? Like, I like Bevel better, but the pronunciation of this is Bibble.
I think in the Barbie movies they say Bibble.
Oh.
Is it Bibble or Bebel?
I like Bevel better. Bevel is,
Yeah.
it is what it is. It's
I
Bevel.
say Bebel to hubby, but I think in the movies they say Bibble.
Bibble.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
But
it.
Bevel says no cursing.
I don't recall cursing. I guess I will have to listen to this later.
You have to pay the Bevel tax in full, actually.
I will.
For the both of us.
No, yeah, with him working late, sometimes we eat dinner at like 10. I feel shit when I go to bed. Like my stomach is so full and so uncomfortable. Even next morning, I feel like eh. So early dinners are my go-to these days, and drinking because I'm
Dang.
so fresh in the morning. Then
I've always been an early dinner girl.
What's
Actually,
like back home, what is a normal?
I was always told that I eat dinner way too early, and so I was often eating dinner around like 5, 6 o'clock.
Ooh.
I know, like true granny style.
Wow.
Nowadays, I'm trying to get it in between like 7, 7:30.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was like in
that's
back
how
in
I
the
am now.
days when I lived with my parents. As a child, your recommendation.
Oh, recommendation of the week.
A little place, a little restaurant, cafe, a
Or
tip.
lifestyle.
Yeah.
Lifestyle tip is doing your dishes in the morning.
Agree to disagree.
You get to like reap the benefits in real time. Okay, I don't have to do the dishes tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And then tomorrow morning, instead of sitting on your phone and getting trapped in the doom scroll, you go and get your hands in some water.
Mm-hmm.
You do the dishes are done for the day,
And then you're,
cycle repeats.
yeah,
And
up
then
and
your whole
about.
day, for the most part, sink is empty. It's been a good habit of mine
Yeah.
where I'm not immediately getting up and getting trapped on the couch in the morning because I'll get up, climb out of bed, come on the couch and sit and like
Yeah, that's the thing with
ponder
not
the
having
world.
a job that starts
Yeah,
8
at a
or
certain
9
time.
a.m.
Yeah.
Get that. But from it gives me stress. He always leaves something in this, like a little surprise for me.
In the sink.
Yeah. So yeah, I do it in the evening and in the morning, I guess. Yeah.
Oh,
It's my life.
that's my life. I think yeah, that's my biggest thing. That's like really my jam these days
Yeah.
is doing the dishes in the morning. I don't necessarily do them well.
What do you mean? There's like
According
stains everywhere.
apparently, I've gotten some feedback like,
Oh.
"Hey, this is not clean," and I'm like, "Noted. Cut me some slack." Because number one, I never use the overhead lights in these godforsaken apartments with these hospital ass lights.
Yes, FYI, Korean apartments, houses, I don't know. The lights are white.
Criminal
White.
gets turned on. I'm like off, off.
I rather cook in the dark. Cut my finger off, I don't care.
So, and on top of it, I've like just risen, and so
Mm-hmm.
I'm not always like
Half
crisp.
blind, just
Doesn't mean that I will eat off them again with the stains. I will go back and wash them.
So you're actually doing double
I
work.
might on certain dishes.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm saying
Live and let live.
right. So
That's also my
live and let live.
what's that? My recommendation of the week.
Live and let
Only
live.
this week we're gonna live and let live.
Perfect.
Next week we're gonna judge again.
Dare to ask. Quick fire. Style advice. I'm curious.
Me to you.
Oh, this is to me.
I was gonna say I have none.
Ah,
To the people, style advice.
yeah.
I wear sometimes I do like double socks. I have these
Oh.
socks. I don't think you ever noticed because yeah, it's winter here, so you cannot really see my socks. But I wear like socks with a little fringe
Uh huh.
at the top, but they're black, for example, and then I would wear a white sock on top of that. I think it's kind of cute if you're wearing like a tabby or a.
Yeah, I haven't noticed that. I
Mm.
mean,
Yeah, I didn't do it because it's winter and it doesn't make sense. But when in spring, I think yeah, I will. Yeah.
honestly, with style, I feel like I'm constantly still trying to decide how I want to dress. Like, I see people on the internet that I want to dress like,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm like, it doesn't translate onto me. I'm like, oh,
No, it does. Sometimes it just doesn't work, and
it
that's
makes me
fine.
I'm so bummed out by that.
Yeah, you see something and you're trying it
Yeah,
with the stuff that you have at home. You're like, "Mm, it's not
yeah.
giving." Hello.
They're tired.
Like,
The
shut the
spirits are
fuck up.
tired. Like, fucking hell. White ass people fucking talking all day long in a language we don't understand. Not even the spirits understand us. Imagine
Oh,
being that
please.
misunderstood.
Yeah,
You couldn't hear it on the mic, but there was a thump.
yeah. Someone's in the walls, I think. Or it's just my crazy neighbors. Could be.
They're
Because,
offering a fish,
yeah, they're fish people.
literally.
Yeah.
But
This is people were like, what?
that's
Doesn't
okay.
matter.
This is going for the internet to see, and like the internet lives forever, like Hillary Duff says. So,
Yeah, yeah.
style advice. Yeah, I just feel like I don't know. Okay, I know that I understand what goes well together, but I don't necessarily think it always translates to like being some kind of fashion influencer. That's how I feel.
It's also very difficult to be a fashion influencer
Imagine
with all the
accessories.
people.
That's what it is. Style
Yeah.
advice is like figuring out how to be the master of accessories. Accessories is really
Simple outfit and
it takes everything to the next level. I'm not good at accessorizing.
me neither.
Simply, I can accessorize rings.
But what else do you have? You can put oh you can put like a big hat, but that's disgusting also.
a belt, like
Oh.
that,
Well, yeah.
a scarf, a
On
scarf.
your
You could, yeah, you can wear like the triangle scarf,
Oh, yeah.
or like you can wear the scarf on your neck, or like the little skinny scarves that drape down, or like
Gotta be honest, it also depends on body type, length. Yeah. And I'm just
listen,
a girl.
but I'm not gonna say it because I'm not gonna be canceled on the first episode.
No. But maybe this is the best time because we will have like what, 5 listeners or something.
You'll have your friends and
Or
my one other friend besides you.
we have 3
Because
friends
I've had
combined.
friends break up with people the past.
Oh, that's also a thing. That was one of my hot takes.
I know. Yeah, you didn't
That
say
I'm
it.
gonna make it short
Yeah.
because I feel like we were talking for like 2 hours. Whatever.
We
You
haven't.
can listen to this in
8:48.
3 parts.
Sorry.
What was
Long
that?
distance friendships.
Long distance friendships. Love you all, the friends back in Belgium who will be listening.
Can't say the same.
Uh,
Just kidding. Sort
love
of.
that. Love it. I stand by you. But
Thank
long
God.
distance friendships are way harder than long distance relationships. I did both. I'm doing not both. I'm doing long distance friendship now. I did 1 year of long distance relationship, and with a relationship, you just if everything is good, it's two-sided. Then you're both putting in effort. But with friendships, everyone is busy. Everyone has a job. Everyone has their life. It's very difficult and challenging to find time. And also, I'm very bad at texting and calling. I know that. But what do you talk about? I feel like people, friends, when you're the one living abroad, I feel like you're so excluded. Of course, they cannot invite you to events or whatever, but give me a call when you're hanging out together, or send me a picture. Also fun.
Yeah.
I love seeing you guys happy. Like,
Well, that's cute.
yeah, I want to see it. I still want to be a part of it.
That's so interesting. If someone randomly sent me some picture, I'd be like, oh, interesting. Okay, thanks for sharing.
Do not disturb me again.
Send her some pictures.
Send me.
This is coming directly from someone you've never met.
And just, I know I had this talk with my people. I know, everyone has their job, has a certain amount of holidays that they get from work. And I get that they don't want to spend it on visiting me. But do know that I am using my days to visit them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And they're probably like, as you should.
Yeah.
Which,
but as you should
yeah,
as well.
yeah.
not every year or every holiday I get that, hang out some other country because not everyone shares the interest that I had in Korea. I don't know if the people are hearing this, but my
Can you hear
laundry is
that?
finished. Um, I would hate if the amount of time that I live in Korea, I don't know for how long or how many years it might be, but if some of my closest friends never came to visit,
To not take the advantage to come here and have a place to stay
mm,
and have a local person and then someone who has lived here to
yeah,
take you around, it's just honestly
so
stupid.
convenient. It's cheap. It's an experience. This is a beautiful country, beautiful people. Whatever they have time, you have time.
A week. That's all you need. A week is
Yeah,
not enough,
and
but if you can spare a week, do a week.
yeah, and combine it with Japan or something or China or wherever you want to go. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just come and see me. I'm doing the same. I will do the same.
I've done the same too. I'm doing long distance friendship now. Actually, I'll
Mm,
say all of my friendships have almost always been at a distance. Most of my really close friends have never lived directly close to me besides when I was in my early 20s.
mm-hmm,
And at that time, we were all living in the same area. As time went on, I started getting different friends living in different places or having friends move away from where I lived. And then I eventually moved away to New York City. I never almost ever lived with my closest friends
mm-hmm.
in the same city unless someone new became my closest friend because we were living in the same city.
Yeah.
So almost always my friends have lived at a distance. And when I moved to New York City, I was doing a long distance relationship. And as you said, the long distance relationship felt like the easiest part until I moved here. I didn't have a problem when I was in the US with my long distance
Mm-hmm.
relationships. I talked to all my friends in rotation all the time until I moved here. And then all of a sudden, I think people just felt like, oh, this person has to contact me because I don't know when they're available. Their reality is so far out of my context or my understanding, not because you can't understand, but just because you don't understand, that you just keep the ball in my court.
Yeah.
But mama's tired of the ball being in her court
This is a
because,
two-way street.
yeah. And so I think it's really about that is that there's like this misunderstanding that all of a sudden I'm unreachable because I live on a different continent.
Mm-hmm.
Test, test, test.